Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you still think the future of outsourcing is just about hunting down the absolute cheapest labor, well, you're going to be left behind. We are right in the middle of a massive, fundamental shift toward AI-augmented talent. It's a seriously thrilling evolution, and it's happening right now. The core idea here represents a total paradigm shift in how successful companies are going to build their teams. Think about it. For decades, outsourcing was all about one thing: straightforward cost reduction. Cut costs, save money. But that logic alone just isn't enough to survive anymore. The future of work isn't purely human. It's this incredibly powerful alliance between human intelligence and AI. To really wrap our heads around this transformation, we're going to quickly cover 5 key areas. First, the end of cheap labor. Second, meeting the AI-augmented worker. Third, why all this is happening right now. Fourth, Africa's historic opportunity, and finally, the human advantage. All right, Section 1, the end of cheap labor, and the shift from simple cost reduction to actual value creation. For decades, companies followed a super predictable logic. They'd hire in regions with lower salaries, places in Asia, Latin America, or Africa, mostly just to boost profitability. That gave birth to the era of salary arbitrage. If you were a business leader back then, your main question was incredibly basic: where can I find the absolute cheapest talent? But wow, today, artificial intelligence has completely ripped up that rulebook. With generative tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and automation software like Make or N8N, that old question is practically dead. The vital new question every single company has to be asking is, where can I find talent capable of working effectively with AI? It's all about finding pros who can use these tools to create literal exponential value. So, the really crucial takeaway here is that we are witnessing a complete transition from salary arbitrage to productivity arbitrage. Your competitiveness today relies entirely on speed, quality, and output, not just what you're saving on payroll. The companies that win tomorrow, they won't be the ones with the lowest costs. Absolutely not. They're going to be the ones with the highest productivity. You kind of have to ask yourself about your own teams. Are you optimizing just for payroll savings, or are you optimizing for maximum output? Moving on to Section 2, let's actually meet the AI-augmented worker, the brand new protagonist of global business. It is absolutely essential to understand that AI is not replacing these professionals. Instead, it acts like a massive skills amplifier. It's almost like giving them a digital exoskeleton. The human remains firmly at the center of the whole process, using these intelligent tools to accelerate their performance and make much sharper decisions. Let's ground this in some reality, okay? Think about an augmented administrative assistant. They suddenly have actual superpowers. They can whip up perfectly professional emails in seconds, they generate meeting summaries automatically, they can conduct rapid, incredibly in-depth research, and structure complex information without breaking a sweat. Tasks that used to eat up hours of tedious manual effort, done in mere minutes. It's wild. And this massive acceleration, it transforms literally every single department. Take augmented recruiters. They're analyzing hundreds of CVs instantly and fully automating candidate follow-ups. Or look at customer support. They're radically improving service by translating live conversations in real time and accessing huge enriched knowledge bases right on the fly. I mean, it is a total game changer. Which brings us to Section 3. Why is this happening? Specifically, the convergence of 4 major global trends. You're probably wondering, why now? Well, it's basically the perfect storm of 4 things colliding. First, developed nations are facing severe talent shortages. Second, intense economic pressure means everyone has to do more with less. Third, remote work has firmly proven that a person's skills matter way more than their zip code. And fourth, crucially, the democratization of AI. Make no mistake, that democratization is the true catalyst here. For the very first time in human history, a professional sitting in Casablanca, Nairobi, or Dakar has access to the exact same cutting-edge AI tools as someone working in London, Paris, or New York. The technological playing field hasn't just shifted, it has been completely leveled. Let's look at Section 4, Africa's historic opportunity, and how this is unlocking a whole continent's potential. Consider this absolutely staggering fact. Africa holds the #1 spot for the youngest population on Earth. Every single year, millions of young, digitally savvy graduates are entering the labor market, and they are incredibly hungry to leverage these modern digital tools. You see, the barrier for this workforce was never a lack of talent. Never. It was simply a lack of access. The old, massive obstacle of being geographically isolated from international opportunities, that's been completely erased by borderless collaboration through remote work and artificial intelligence. Pioneering hiring platforms like Breedj, for example, strongly believe this technological shift has to remain inclusive. It really isn't just about throwing jobs at people. It's about building sustainable, long-term careers and creating real, tangible social impact in a global digital economy. And that perfectly sets up Section 5, the human advantage, and why soft skills matter now more than ever before. This brings us to a really fascinating twist. While an AI can crunch a million numbers flawlessly and draft text at lightning speed, it absolutely cannot look a client in the eye. It can't foster real trust, and it definitely can't build a lasting human relationship. So ironically, as AI takes over the heavy technical lifting, inherently human traits are skyrocketing in value. Because of this dynamic, the most highly sought-after professionals of tomorrow won't just be tech wizards or coding geniuses. They are going to be the people who can seamlessly blend AI mastery with uniquely human skills. Things like communication, critical thinking, creativity, adaptability, emotional intelligence, and leadership. If you're building a team today, these are absolutely the traits you must prioritize to set yourself apart. Because at the end of the day, AI does not replace humans. It simply allows them to go much, much further. The future firmly belongs to organizations that find that perfect harmony between cutting-edge technology, social impact, and brilliant human talent. So the only real question left for you is, how far will your augmented workforce take you?